You taught me a very interesting thing about the editing of a movie, and that was you were convinced that they needed to be as tight as possible, that they had to move as quickly as possible, and the way to shorten a movie was to take 2 frames off of each side of every cut, and you wind up losing 5 minutes. I mean, it's amazing how much time you can cut off just by doing that simple thing. And it doesn't make any difference to the
Well,
cut.
I've never been quite that rigid, but the idea of just tightening slightly a number of cuts, I think, does help a film.
Yeah, but we actually went through and cut off 2 frames on every cut, on each side of every cut. So it's amazing, but it was a good lesson for me anyway.
The main thing that comes back to mind is I thought you had made 2 extremely good films. The scripts that we finally ended up with, as I said, were very good scripts. They had the psychology, they had the personal interpretation of the roles, and they had the action that was necessary in a Western. I thought both films turned out very well, and the fact that they've persisted in the public consciousness, or at least a portion of the public consciousness, I think is a testimony to the value and the quality of the films themselves.
Well, thank you. It is 50 years later, and they're still alive. It's interesting how you have been such an important part of so many directors starting their careers. I don't know where I came in, but in 1965, I guess, or 65. How many other directors had you started?
By 65, I think I had given you the first picture. Irv Kershner did a picture called Stakeout on Dope Street. Irv went on to have a very good career. He directed the second Star Wars, a number of important films. And Francis Coppola, who had been my assistant, I gave him his first film. And let me see, and I think Peter Bogdanovich.
So 59 was the first one. I was the first one.
Yes, these were all, you had said 65, these were all before 65.